right. Shalom. First and foremost, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Merkah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and salutations, brothers, doing this thing in sincerity, truth, and charity. All right, this another lesson to the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Merkah Kodash, which Yahweh was named Heavenly Father. Ba'ashem means in the name, and Yahweh Shai is the only begotten Son. Rakha Kodash means Holy Spirit, literally translated Spirit Holy. And through that gift of the Holy Spirit mixed with faith, we're able to understand His truth, teach it, preach it, and live it. You know, the gift given to us from Yahweh through His Son, Yahweh Shai, right? And as you see on the screen, His title is All Worth It. And what that means is basically, hey, look, we're appointed to suffer for the kingdom of heaven, plain and simple. And that suffering comes in many ways. Of course, we're going to suffer in here because we're in hell. All right, we go through spiritual lows. Hey, this is a spiritual battle. So Satan fuck with us. Our flesh fuck with us. All type of shit fuck with us. Hey, but at the end of the day, it's all worth it, man. So what? So what? You know, sometimes you may even feel like depressed. So what? You know, you keep fighting, man. You keep going. And these are, hopefully, Lord willing, the words of encouragement, man. Just no matter what comes your way, no matter if you're feeling down, hey, sometimes Satan be on you or your flesh, even just your mind, man. It says, my sins are ever before me, man. Sometimes you just feel wicked, you know, but you got to keep fighting, man. You can't let that shit get to you. It don't matter. All right. So, real quick, hit Romans 8. Hit Romans 8. Hit verse 28. Then we're going to jump down. 28. And I'm going to play a clip from the elder Bakwashir. He sent me something through the Spirit. Maybe it was like last week. It was right on time through the Spirit, man. And it was Tuesday. So go ahead, that Romans 8:28.
It's Romans 8. It's Romans 8:28. It says Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahweh, to them who are the called according to His purpose.
Right. So this should be in our spirit, man. This should be a comfort and a booster of faith. We're going to go through various trials. Hey, that's a wrap 2 on 1. We're going to go through temptations. We're going to go through affliction. We're going to go through sufferings. But it said all things work to the good that is called to His purpose, man. So everything we're fighting for is a means to an end, man. And so we can get the kingdom of heaven. All right. And that means what? We're going to go through certain sufferings so we can meditate and think and learn and grow from it. You know, so we can become more perfect. And you grab Ecclesiastes 7. All right, so we can grow from it. And then some things we go through is just so we can earn our stripes. Is that simple? We earn our stripes, man. The Lord ain't got to give us the kingdom. Shit. He proven us, and we sure we really want it, man. You got to show you want the Lord. All right, Job went through it, and the Lord said Job was perfect. Ecclesiastes 7. You can start at 1. Go.
Ecclesiastes 7 verse 1. A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth.
Keep going.
It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to heart.
Right.
To his heart. Right.
The living will lay it to his heart, man. So it's better to be in the house of mourning. Hey, sometimes you gotta be in a down spirit, man. All right. So what? You can actually mourn and think it, because it used the example of somebody dying. You know, say you go to a funeral, what happens? You start thinking about your own mortality. You start thinking about any moment I can die. Any moment the Lord can take me out this place. You start thinking like that, you can start thinking about what you need to do with the time you have remaining on earth. So the Lord sometimes put us in that spirit so we can think about what we need to do with the time that we have remaining, man. And what is that, man? To be increasing in the spirit, increasing the inward, man. You know, learning meekness, learning humility, showing you how about Shami, how shy we really for him, man. You know? So we go through those things. It's required of us, man. So I'm going to go ahead and play this when he sent me. It's not long. Then Lord willing, we're going to grab some more precepts through the Spirit.
Hey, Shalom, Akim. Hey, Shalom, Akim. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, by Shem Harakah Kodash. Barakathon. Hey, man, just think about you brothers, man. Brothers, stay strong. You know, a lot of the adversity that we're going to go through is for the kingdom. You know, don't ever forget that. You know, any type of struggle, any type of force that comes up against us, it's only to prevent us from our ultimate destination or our ultimate predestination, you know, which is salvation, Lord willing. So, yeah, it was just on my mind, you know, just figured I'd send that vibration out to you, Akim, man. Never let anyone prevent you from getting that crown, man. Shalom, Mahabatham.
And that's through the Spirit, man. All right, hey, everything that comes our way. Get 1 Peter 5:8. Everything that comes our way is to see if we're going to keep fighting, man. To prove if we're the elect, because the elect ain't gonna stop. Basically, elect ain't gonna stop, man. So it's all worth it, man, because we're doing this to get to the kingdom. All this stuff we go through, all right, it's to see if we're gonna fight, man. That.
1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
All right, Satan is out there trying who he can try. Hey, what do y'all should I tell Peter? I'm gonna grab it real quick. Through the Spirit, man. Salakia. This is Luke 22:31. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan have desired to have you, he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. So Satan's job is to try to pull us out. All right? That's his job. That's exactly what he did with Job, man. So the things we go through is the adversity, like the elder brother was saying, man. Is to try to pull us away from the kingdom. And then that's when we got to gird up, man. Keep fighting. All right? That's when we got to show that we truly need Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We desire Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's when it's our time to show our integrity. Integrity isn't shown when it's not being tried, man. It's easy to say you believe in something until it gets tested. And the Lord got many tests, because some men fall away because of this. Some fall away because of that. Some because of that. Some because of that. So the Lord's going to put his elect with different tests so he can be saying, look, they didn't fall because of this. They didn't fall because of that. That, nor this, man. Hey, Romans 8:38.
Come on. There's Romans.
Like Yahweh Shai said, he said, I prayed that your faith fail not, man. All right. So the elect ain't gonna fall away. The elect's gonna have the mindset, hey, because the way I titled it, it's all worth it. I was talking to the brother Murph yesterday on the way to the line, the camp, about that message with Bequasha, man. It's on my spirit to sit down. Because I was in a down state, man, because it happens. But this word is a comfort to us, man. He said it's all worth it. And that's true, it's all worth it, man. We're going through all this so we can get the kingdom of heaven, man. We're going through all this to show the Lord that we desire him, man. And you know what the Lord's going to do in turn, man? He's going to give us everything, things we haven't even imagined he's going to give us, man. You don't even know all things he's going to give us. It says, I have not seen, ear have not heard, man. Go ahead, Doc.
This Romans 8:38. I am persuaded that neither death nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come.
Start over.
Romans 8:38. For I am persuaded.
I'm persuaded. So he's fully convinced in his mind. All right. Go ahead.
It says that neither death nor life.
So, whether I die, I ain't worried. Hey, look, I'm going to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai to that point. Whether I'm living while I'm alive, I'm not worried about this world. I'm going to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Keep going.
Nor angels.
Right? No spirits. Because you're going to go through these different trials. So whatever it is, I'm going to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Whatever spirit come our way, go ahead.
No principalities.
Same thing. No powers. Go ahead.
Nor powers.
Oh, let's talk about what? Different spirits and things we deal with, man. They say we wrestle principalities in high places. All right? So a bugged out spirit try to fuck with us. Hey, through the spirit, we recognize we stay hold to this truth. All right? We keep fighting. We keep praying and calling on Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We keep doing this work. The elect is set up to never let go, man. Go ahead.
nor things present, nor things to come.
So anything unheard of, whatever's going on now, anything new, it don't matter. Go ahead.
Nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is in Mashiach Yahushua, our power.
There you go, man. So he said nothing will separate us, man. So we got to hold on, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We're going through those lows because it's going to happen, man. All right? It's written that it's going to happen, but our job is to endure, man. Our job is to keep wrestling, man. Just like our forefather Jacob, man. That's how we got the name Yasharallah. We got to show that we're Yasharallah, man. That we're impressed with the power. Where did Jacob get that name? When he wrestled the angel. He held on to that angel, the angel messed his thigh up. All right, he loosened a joint in his thigh, man. All right, a sinew, Slakia. He loosened a sinew in his thigh, if I'm not mistaken. All right, he injured him, and Jacob still held on till he said, "Look, I'm waiting for my blessing." So that's the mindset, the spirit we got to take, because we're gonna go through highs and lows. We're going through the lows. It don't matter. It's look, I'm still holding on. This is the way. Mm-hmm.
This Genesis 32 and 25. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him.
That's right. He threw it out of joint, so like a con. All right, he threw his joint out of joint, man. Go ahead.
That was it. Oh, you want to go back to the Romans?
No, Genesis. There was a little more, right? One more verse.
And he said, "Let me go, for the day breaketh." And he said, "I will not let thee go, except thou bless me." And he said unto him, "What is thy name?" And he said, "Jacob." And he said, "Thy name shall be no more called Jacob, but Israel, for as a prince hast thou power with Yahweh and with men, and hast prevailed."
That's right. And we got to live up to that name. We got to live up to Yasharallah, man. Hey, bending this truth is a fight. Hey, Paul said, he said, "I fought the good fight." We got to fight the good fight of faith. We got to fight our flesh desires, man. You know, like certain principalities like the brother just reading about, man. All right, making sure we do what's required of us in this truth, man. Making sure we're not giving up. All right? That's what it boils down to. We're going to have to keep going. All right? What's the one at Romans 8? Was that the last verse?
Come.
I'm slacking.
It's one more verse. Verse 29. And Jacob asked him and said, "Tell me, I pray thee, thy name." And he said, "Therefore, is it that thou doest ask after my name?" And he blessed him there.
That's right. He got the blessing. He did that. He got the blessing, man. That's the spirit we got to be in. All right. Let's get Hebrews 12. We're going to start at verse, and get to the point. 11. The point is, start at 11.
Hebrews 12, verse 11. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Right?
Hey, so when you're going through the chastisement, of course it don't feel good. It's not supposed to. It's the chastisement, man. All right? And the Lord is the Father's Spirit, so he got many ways to put you through it, man. Whether it's through another person on the earth, or if it's a trial, or if it's a certain spirit messing with you, man. Whether it's your own conscience because your sins are trying to weigh you down again. All right, whether it's the condition just being in hell or whatever the case is, man. The Lord, he put us through chastenings, man, right? But he said it don't feel joyous, but grievous. So it's supposed to make you feel, the initial reaction should be grievous. You should be, damn, I'm going through this. You're supposed to be like that so you can consider it. So you're like, damn, okay, I did this. I got to get better at this. I got to do better at this. I got to stay on this. I got to stay on this test. I got to be focused. You know, it's like when you go into a basketball game, football game, a wrestling match, any of that, you get a game plan here. Like, I got to make sure I do this. You think about the last game, maybe you made a mistake. I got to make sure I ain't going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be focused. I'm on it. You got to enter in with a game plan. So the Lord put certain stuff in our paths so we can think about it, man. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, afterward, it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby.
Right. So it said it's grievous. but nevertheless, it yielded the peaceable fruit unto righteousness. So really, it builds us up, man. But only builds those up that's exercised thereby. Barakatah. So it only builds those up that's exercised thereby. So that means, hey, you got to be into this already. When you're going through up moments, you got to be into this. So when you're going through your down moments, guess what? Your mind is still going to be exercised in righteousness. Your mind is going to be focused on the scriptures. Your mind is going to seek comfort from the scriptures, man, from spiritual points, man. And that way you're going to increase. That way you're going to perform better. Like it says, Baruch, it was your mind to go off. Now you got to seek the Lord 10 times more. Now you meditate more on the spirit. Now you being more patient. Now you being more long suffering. Because you're thinking about the scriptures. Hey, you growing in the spirit. All right, and that's what the Lord is doing with us, man. He chastening us. He be on our ass, but this so we can grow in the spirit, so we can bring forth peaceable fruit of righteousness, man. All right, so we don't get left behind. The Lord is doing it so we don't get left behind. He can easily let us fucking go. And then shit, if you get let go, what does that mean? That's destruction unto you. So it's better to go to this and to consider these scriptures and to really put it in your heart and to really grow in it, man. The kingdom of heaven is around the corner. Hey, turn on CNN, man. Turn on even Fox these days, man. This country is done. Egyptians fight against Egyptians. So everything we're going through is because the kingdom is closer than ever, man. The kingdom is closer than ever. So that means the trials coming, and we gotta hold on. Shit, keep going.
Wherefore lift up the hands which hang down and the feeble knees.
Right. So basically pick yourself up, man. All right, you know why you're going through this certain stuff. So meditate upon it and then keep focused on the Lord, man. All right. We're going through this stuff for a reason. So we shouldn't be like it says, lift up the hands and the feeble knees. We ain't supposed to be all slouched, oh man, more hell. I'm going through. Nah. It's for a purpose. It's for a king. We fight, man. You can't be in a fight. Oh man, this guy's still throwing punches at me. No, you gonna lose like that. You gave up then. Ain't no giving up. Hey, if somebody hits you with you in a boxing match, you get hit with a hook. That wake you up. You say, oh shit, okay, you get on your toes more. You can't get flat-footed now. You just got stuck in the face. Now you got to get moving. That's when you get to going, man. Go ahead.
And make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed.
Hey, so make straight paths, man. Keep your eye focused on this path through Yahweh Shai, man. All right, when you're going through the downs, pick yourself up and look. That just means I gotta go hard. That just means I gotta go increase in the spirit. That just means I gotta serve Yahweh Shai more, man. All right, just like that punch. You hit with that punch. Oh, okay, that was a good one. You got me. You get more into it, man. All right. So when you're going through the downs, like, okay, I gotta get more into it. It's that simple, man. All right. Let's get 2nd Ezra 7. In fact, 2nd Ezra 7 start at 1.
Second Ezra 7 verse 1. And when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the night afore. And he said unto me, Up, Ezra, and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. And I spake unto Slaki, and I said, Speak on, my power. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river, who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it. If he would not, through the narrow, he could come into the broad.
Right. Hey, so it said the sea is in a wide place. But you couldn't get to that wide sea unless you went through the narrow first, right? Go ahead.
There is also another thing, a city. So, Kanye. There is also another city. Another thing, a city is built and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and it is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water.
Mm-hmm.
And one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once.
Right. So this city, it's talking about the kingdom of heaven, you know. So this city, all right, is all good. All good things dwell there. It's perfect. It's peace there. Rest is allowed there. But before you get to that city, you got to pass this narrow path. All right. And on this narrow path, you got water on one side, fire on the other side, man. So it's hot, it's steamy, it's uncomfortable. You scared, you may fall. It's all type of dangers and shit, man. But that's what we got to go to before we get into the kingdom. So we got to ride that wave, man. You're gonna have your ups, you're gonna have your downs. You're gonna have various tests that come your way. All right. Hey, the Lord allowed and sent Satan out twice to Job. The first time he did such and such. The second time he inflicted him a different way. So you're gonna go through these things, but you gotta have that Romans 8, 38, 39 spirit, man. Nothing gonna stop me. That Romans 8, 28 spirit, man. All things for the good, man. Whatever we're going through is for our benefit. It's to yield peaceable fruit, man. So we gotta remain exercising this word and looking at that path, man. You know? Sometimes, hey, the Lord's gonna put that hell on us. And why not, man? Look, we don't deserve the kingdom of heaven. We've sinned against Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, we fucked up. We the reason these entrances are narrow. In the ancient world, hey, before sin came into the earth, he set it wide open. He gave us one command, man. Don't eat of the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. That was it. That's the only thing we had to do. We messed up. So now we got to go through these different hells, man. All right? We sinned in our past lifetimes. We got different shit to deal with. We've sinned in this lifetime. We fuck up even while we in the truth. All right? So we got to deal with certain shit. And like it says in Lamentations, man, who the hell are you to complain when you punish for your own sins? Man, let me grab that. Yeah, we're going to have our ups and downs. We got our downs and whatever. We got to deal with it, man. This is Lamentations 3 and 39. Wherefore doth the living man complain, a man for the punishment of his sins? The hell you complaining for, man? So we going through those moments, really, we should be like, this is for my benefit, so I can get better, so I can grow. And then ultimately, you cuss yourself out. What the fuck I'm complaining for anyway? I deserve death. Let me go harder for you. How about Shami Hawashai? You got to get a real warrior spirit on you, man. All right? But, you know, this exhortation on every level, that's through the spirit. It's a little more to that, Slaki.
If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive the inheritance? And said, It is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's proportion. Right,
this is Israel's portion, man, to go through the dangers. We're going to go through the temptation. We're going to go through the trials, the ups, the downs. All right? Hey, you slip, your foot may slip off. Oh, shit. You know, but but the Lord never let you fall, man. It's really late. All right? So we're going to go through that. All right? Hey, and y'all have something else?
No.
This is Psalms 51. And man, the point I wanted was 12 because it just shows you're gonna go through your downs. But I'm gonna start it up really. This is Psalms 51. I'm starting at 1. To the chief musician, the Psalm of David, when Nathan the prophet came unto him after he had gone into Bathsheba. So this is after King David committed adultery. This is one of those slips. Oh, shit, from the fall. That's one of them. All right, but the Lord kept him, right? Have mercy upon me, O power, according to thy loving kindness. Because you know what? If you slip and fall, you be like, damn, you know. Now, if you're on the path, you'll look, you're not supposed to look back in its truth. But I mean, if you're on the path, sticking to the parable, you may look and see how further I got left to go. You start getting scared, you start to doubt. You got to fight that. You almost slipped. So now you're like, fuck, damn, I'm not going to make it, man. This shit is dangerous. You start getting panicky, you know, but you got to fight through that because that's the only way to get this prize. You still got to go for it, man. So you start looking, man, how much further away is it? Damn. Nervous. You start looking at that fire and water. You start considering, man, I don't want to drown. I don't want to burn. Fuck. But all you can do is keep going. Like they tell you, don't look down. You just got to keep going. Don't look down, man. This Psalms 51:1. Have mercy upon me, O Yahweh, by Shami Hawashai, according to thy loving kindness. According to the multitude of thy tender mercies, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from mine iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. And that's the bottom line. We're all looking forward to the sure mercy of King David. All right? So we got to deal, we got to deal with, because we look at this we're getting this all because of mercies. All right? And because we're getting this of mercies, we got to take what we got to take. And also we got to endure, man. And real quick, 2 Corinthians 4:1.
2 Corinthians 4:1. It says, therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not. That's right. We're receiving mercies, man. So we faint not. We ain't. What's that wicked ass nigga? I don't get tired, that nigga. All right, Kevin Gates. Hey, we can't get tired, man. We got a job to do, so we can keep our mercies, right? So back in Psalm 51:2. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. For I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me. Against thee only have I sinned and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mightest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest. That's another thing, man. Hey, look, the Lord is the only justified, man. So we can't take on that spirit of I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Hey, we're not doing enough, man. Can't do enough. So when something arises, all we got to do is examine, all right, examine, and then increase. That's it. Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward parts, and in the hidden part thou shalt make me to know wisdom. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. And what washes us? This word, man. That's Psalms 119:9. So we got to be in His word, and we ups, downs, whatever. We got to remain in His word. And we going through the downs. That's when we got to seek even harder, man. And then when the Lord brings us back up, still be looking to increase so we don't go back down. It tells you that in Sirach, man, and then that prosperity, don't forget when you're poor. So when the Lord pick us back up, you know, and increase us, we got to remember, hey, look, I don't want to go back through that shit. Let me go hard. That's just how it goes, man. Make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice. And this is really the point I wanted. This one in the verse 12 is just showing that you're going to have those down moments, man, because He said what? Make me to hear joy and gladness. All right, bring me to that joy again of being in This word. You know, like it says, this word is as honey. When you eat this roll, it's as honey in your mouth with sweetness. You know. But He said what? The Lord broke His bones, because you're going to get broken, man. And you can't be meek and humble without being broken. All right? It takes somebody that's broken, it takes somebody to realize that they truly ain't shit. And not just saying it, and not only in this condition, not only because you're wicked, no, even when you're doing right. It takes somebody that's really broken to understand, even when they're doing right, they ain't no good. Yahweh Shai, the most perfect man to ever walk the earth. That's meekness. He said, I ain't good. Only Yahweh's good. He meant that. He showed He meant it, because He went through hell to the point He was beaten to death. And He didn't say, man, but I'm the Lord. I did this. I've been healing y'all. I ain't did one sin. No, he took it like He took it as if He really was a sinner. He really felt that. He was really meek and humble, man. And that's the spirit we're learning, man. We're learning to get into that spirit, man.
Man. Make me to hear joy and gladness that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice. Hide thy face from my sins and blot out all my iniquities. Create in me a clean heart, O Most High, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence and take not the Holy Spirit from me. So on his down moment, what did King David do? He prayed to the Lord, don't get rid of me. You know, cleanse me. I'm sorry, cleanse me. You know, I'm broken. I know what I've done. I've been fucking up. You know, I'm sorry. You know. All right. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. All right, and that was the point. But I'm gonna finish the chapter out since we came this all the way down into it this much. You know. Then will I teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. Deliver me from blood guiltiness, O power, thou power of my salvation, and my tongue shall sing aloud of thy righteousness. O Lord, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall show forth thy praise. For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offering. So the Lord don't need no sacrifice. The Lord don't need you to go out there, kill a lamb, set it on fire. All right? The Lord don't eat. In Psalms the 50th chapter, he said if he was hungry, he wouldn't tell us. All right? The sacrifices of the Most High are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart. O Most High, thou will not despise. That's the Lord wants. The Lord wants us to accept and acknowledge that we're nothing, and he wants us to be broken. You know, he wants us to realize we're the prodigal son. All right, who said, you know what, he realized he went off, he humbled down, and he went and dealt with what he had to deal with. He started eating husk like a damn pig. That's what it says. I mean, ate the husk that the pigs would eat. All right, then he humbled down and said, I'm going to go be a servant, man, for my father. I'm not worthy to be called his son. All right, and then when he did that, he said, what? When he came back to his father said, what? Go get the biggest animal, the biggest calf we got. Get it ready. We're finna have, he threw a party for him. So that's what the Lord wants, man. Hey, you want to get into that party, you got to accept, for one, hey, we got to accept that with nothing, man. Hey, Paul said, he said, in this flesh dwells no good thing. All right. The sacrifice of the Most High are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart. O Most High, thou wilt not despise. Do good in thy good pleasure unto Zion. Build thou the walls of Jerusalem. Then shalt thou be pleased with the sacrifices of righteousness, with burnt offering and whole burnt offering. Then shall they offer bullocks upon thine altar. All right. And so the Lord is preparing us for the kingdom, man. All right. He's putting that spirit of meekness out there for us, so we don't get washed away with the rest of these 2/3, man. So we can increase the spirit. And then what it said, he will accept us, man. You know, then he's gonna accept those sacrifices, but we gotta humble down first, and that's sincere humbling down. All right, not no pseudo humbling down, not no fake humbling down. All right, not I'm humble, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. No, it's really like, fuck, I really don't deserve the Lord, man. I really need to go harder. I really need to be doing this, man. That's the Lord wants from us. And they said it plainly. Y'all brothers got anything? All right, so hopefully it's edifying. All praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles. And salutation, brothers, doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. Shalom. Baba Ball.